which will simulate a realistic scenario of a combat turnaround. The reload of weapons for its next mission under a compressed time. Although speed is critical to every mission, safety is never compromised. As you can see, the crew works independently on both sides of the aircraft, but continue to maintain eye contact with one another. What the crew is doing right now is to check that the weapon carriers are in good condition of the earlier mission. The same checks are also done on the 30mm M230 chain gun right underneath the cock. The gun can store up to 1,200 rounds with a rate of fire of 625 rounds per minute. We are unable to demonstrate the loading of the gun, however, due to the need for the aircraft to be powered up. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the condition check is now completed and the team is now proceeding on to the rocket system. What you are seeing right now is the team conducting stray current checks on the M261 rocket launcher. This stray current check is critical. Failing this check could result in inadvertent firing of the rockets when they are loaded. Each rocket launcher can hold up to 19 Hydra rockets. These rockets are capable of a range of 5 kilometers and can be equipped with a variety of warheads to suit different mission requirements. Such warheads include military warheads, cargo warheads, or training warheads. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be wondering why is the team working separately on both sides of the aircraft and not together. The reason is for safety. In the actual scenario of a combat turnaround, the main rotor will not be completely shut down. Instead, it will still be rotating but at a slower speed. Therefore, we want to avoid crossing from one side of the aircraft to the other. Next, the team will proceed to load the Hellfire missiles. The Hellfire missile is an air-to-ground anti-armor missile with an overall length of 54 inches and weight 200 pounds. As such, carrying the missile not only requires strength, but good teamwork as well. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, loading these missiles is by no means an easy feat, since the space and height available under the aircraft wing is very limited. The condition will be made worse if the aircraft is landed on soft ground, such as on an open field. The IC has to give commands to the assistant and guide him for the alignment of the missile to the launcher before the missile can be successfully loaded. Thus, coordination and accuracy are highly essential in ensuring the success of this loading. You may be thinking, why did we continue loading the rockets after the stray current checks first? The reason is once again a safety practice. As this aircraft is loaded with forward firing weapons, we minimize our exposure by not walking in front or behind any loaded weapons. Therefore, it is a must to start loading from the inner side, which will be the missiles. Ladies and gentlemen, you might also have noticed that we didn't do a straight current check for the missile launcher. This is because the missiles are considered smart weapons and has internal circuitry to distinguish between an actual firing pulse and a stray pulse. They are different from rockets, which are considered conventional weapons. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, in just about 1 minute, the team has completed loading of 4 missiles. The team is now left with the rockets to load before the aircraft can take off for its next mission. You may notice that each crew will grab the rocket and proceed to touch the rocket to the launcher before loading it. The purpose of this is to ground the rockets before loading it into the launcher. Each rocket is also loaded individually to prevent any misfiring or accidents during the loading. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing much about the weapons board and the way that we operate, allow me to share with you some of our Apache achievements. The Apache have participated in several major exercises back when they were in Arizona. After their return to Singapore, they have been involved in Exercise Wallaby in Australia in 06 and 07. This year, the Apaches also took part in RSAF First Third Generation Integrated Strike Exercise, Exercise Lightning Warrior. This is also the first unilateral exercise to be conducted by the RSAF outside the United States. Other units that took part in Lightning Warrior include the F-16 Fighting Falcon fighters, unmanned aerial vehicles, the RSAF Commando, as well as RSAF Artillery Unit. Together, they strike as an integrated force at simulated enemy targets. After the completion of the loading, the team members have to conduct a final check. This includes checks on each individual weapon launcher, as well as the toolboxes that the team have used. Ladies and gentlemen, the crew have formed up now except for the team IC. He is doing final checks and settings before he can declare that the aircraft is hot, with weapons fully loaded and ready for the next mission. In a short time, the team has simulated a reload of 4 missiles and 12 rockets. A full reload of the aircraft will only take up to 30 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the arming demonstration. As you can see, completing an aircraft for operation requires a bit of patience, coordination, teamwork. The reloading of the aircraft has to be completed within a compressed time and can only be achieved by highly motivated and well-trained specialists.